Sujit. Good evening, and I'm very glad that you are here with us today. So, can you please quickly introduce yourself?
So, good evening, Pooja, and good evening, everybody. So, I am Sujit Padhan. Currently, I am posted as Assistant Director at Regional Office Bareilly in the Field Operations Division of National Sample Survey Office, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So, I am 2021 batch of Indian Statistical Service Officer, ISS officer. So prior to joining the service, I had graduation from IIT Kharagpur in civil engineering and post-graduation from IIT Bombay in applied statistics and informatics. In the meantime, I also had a stint of corporate. So I was in CRISIL from 2016 to 2018, around 2 years. And I am from Dakshana 2012 batch. My home JNV is JNV Sambalpur. I am from a small village in Bargarh district of Odisha. So my village is pretty small with a population of even less than 1,000, and it is surrounded by hills, and it is located at the border of Odisha and Chhattisgarh. I was the first one who cracked JNV, who passed JNV test in 2005. So nobody had heard of the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. So not in our village, in 4-5 villages in our village panchayat, or even in nearby villages also, nobody had heard of Navodaya Vidyalaya. So it was a great achievement for me and for our the villagers. So everybody was elated. Then so whenever someone would meet somebody from my village, so they would be saying that my father was a teacher, so he's a retired teacher now. So everybody in the village would proudly say कि he's studying there, and we are very much proud to introduce him. So that was a great feeling. Then I was in JNV Sambalpur for 5 years. Then in 2010, I appeared for Dakshana, Grand Dakshana selection test. And then I got selected for free IIT JEE coaching provided by Dakshana at Hyderabad Center. There were 60 from my batch all over India. And among those, around 42 were there whose name appeared in the final list of IIT JEE. So during our time, so in 2012, there was no JEE Advanced or JEE Main. It was only IIT JEE, AIEEE. So we appeared for both the exam. In my batch, around I think more than 20 joined various IITs, and many even joined NITs. Currently, from my batch, many are pursuing education or even having job in USA. Apart from me, there are many candidates from my batch also. After Dakshana, so after 12th class, I appeared for IIT JEE exam and cleared in the first attempt, and got admission into IIT Kharagpur in the civil engineering branch. I was in top 3 there also in civil engineering while studying the various subjects. So I knew that means I like more of the application perspective. So theory, and numbers and all those stuffs. So I got interested in statistics, and during around 2013, I started maintaining my own daily schedule and monitor my sleep schedule, study schedule. So I prepared Excel sheets to monitor my progress and all that, and I have been doing similar things for other parameters currently also. Therefore, I knew that also I was good in civil engineering, but I was in a flow when I would solve any numerical problems, any statistical concepts, and I like friends and all those stuffs very much. So I was in the third, fourth year. I thought that, okay, I am doing good in civil engineering, but I think I should pursue something in statistics or mathematics field. During IIT, my IIT Kharagpur days, I was somewhat not focused what I'll have to do in the future. So I was thinking about pursuing civil services because everybody talked about that. I even tried for a couple of months. Then it never struck me that I'll do this kind of thing. So later on, I was also not interested in the placements, but there was a lot of peer pressure. So I anyway said in the placements and got placed at Crystal Limited. So in Crystal Limited, it is the premier credit rating agency in India. So there my role was probably interacting with senior management and preparing presentations and request for proposals. There I got to know about the various advantages of model development, validation, and the underlying things which are where the statistical methods are involved. So there I decided that, okay, during my graduation day, I had thought that I would pursue something in statistics. Now I think I should. So then I started preparing for IIT Gen. I started preparing in November, December, and the exam was in February. And I studied for the exam just after office hours. So I was not getting much time. So around 2 to 3 hours per day, and I utilized the weekends very much during that time. Also, just before the exam, I took 5 days leave. So those 5 days leave and 4 weekends. So those 9 days I covered most of the portions, and that helped me a lot. And yeah, so that also I got 32nd rank and got into IIT Bombay in the applied statistics and informatics branch. Now it is known as statistics. Statistics branch. So then I was there in IIT Bombay from 2018 to 2020. So so I was in my last semester, in the fourth semester, when we had to encounter COVID globally. So in the month of March, I had to everybody of us had to go back to their respective places. So I had to come back to my village. So in the month of March, that time also I had not thought about pursuing any career in statistics. I was thinking about giving ISS exam in 2021 or 2022. And yeah, in IIT Bombay, I had not for this placements because I didn't want to repeat the same mistake I had done in IIT Kharagpur. So once I was at home, I realized that the exam would be postponed by 3 to 4 months. So generally, the ISS exam is conducted in the month of June. Then in April, I got to know that there would be around 50 vacancies in ISS. In 2020, generally the number of vacancies are 30. So I thought that this is the golden opportunity and that let's not waste for another year. So I started preparing for ISS from home itself. I had the soft copies of most of the books, and before coming to home, I was on and off preparing for ISS with one of my junior from IIT Bombay. So we both started preparing for ISS, and I was giving the plan and she would be providing the materials. So it happened I started the full-fledged ISS preparation from May, and in next 5-6 months. So I prepared standard 8 to 10 hours timetable, and I tried to follow and mostly followed the timetable. And the exam was in October. We had to appear for 6 papers in 3 days. And after giving exam, it was like I was mentally and physically exhausted because my sleep schedule was also disturbed. And just after the exam, before the exam I was completely busy, and just after the exam I had nothing to do. So it took me around 4 or 5 days to recover. But when I recovered, I knew that I had done the paper pretty good. The written result was declared in January. Then again, we had to wait for another 5 6 months for the interview. The interview date was postponed because of COVID again in 2021. So during that time, it was pretty boring actually. That you had already prepared. So my interview was scheduled on April 2020. So April 22nd April, and we got to know that the interview is postponed on 20th April.
Okay.
So 3 more months. So I didn't know what to do. So during that time, I started learning Punjabi and Spanish. So somehow I spent those 3 months. Then again, the interview was in July, and the result was declared in on the last day of July, 31st July. And I joined the service on 1st December 2021. So after that, we went for 20 months of training at various institutes, premier institutes in statistics all over India. ISI Kolkata, then IIM Lucknow, then Labour Bureau Shimla, to name a few. So, and I joined our regional office Bareilly this August, in August 2023, and I have been working as assistant director for last, now it's 5 months, I guess. 5 months. So, sure.
So, congratulations once again for getting this A7 and ISS 20, which is conducted by UPSC board, right? So, looking forward to the next thing that we want to know is how did Dakshana has helped you when pursuing this interest in your statistics? You did talk about the journey, but I'm keen to know how Dakshana has helped you to pursue this particular field.
So actually, Dakshana provided me a platform. Before joining Dakshana, till 9th class, I had not much idea about IIT. So I had just heard, okay, there is something called IIT. And then when I came to know about this Dakshana Foundation in class 10, and that it provides IIT JEE, and IIT is the premier institute for engineering, and it is one of the toughest exam in in the world, all over the world. So that interested me a lot. Before that, I was like, okay, I was in flow, like, okay, this is the exam. Means till getting into Dakshana, I was like, okay, so this is the exam, so I have cleared it. But once I joined Dakshana, and we had free JEE coaching at Hyderabad, so there I met my friends from all over India, and I knew about various other aspects also. So not only studies and all that. Then from there, like I got an idea that apart from academic studies, we can also pursue other stuffs also. Like in statistics, we had during that time we had CR Rao. We are having our center at Hyderabad. So there is one institute, a CR Rao Institute for Advanced Studies in mathematics, statistics, and computer science. So I got to know about that. So also from mathematics faculty. So he talked about ISI, Indian Statistical Institute. So I had an idea, okay, in that there is statistics also. I had also interest in that, but that at that time, when M was to get into IIT. So once that I got into IIT and all those, few that, okay, I was settled, my foundation was building, then I thought about other areas as well. And that gave me clarity, okay, so even though I am doing good in many academic areas, but statistics is what I really like, and even after 20 years, 30 years down the line, I would be thinking that this is where I would like to be if I pursue statistics. And yeah, in this job also, I am doing like I am enjoying my job. So yes,
Spark, you got it from the maths class in your
yes,
user center. That's really nice to hear, and I think it's an inspiration that someone has done something which is out of the field and which is a topmost at examination as well. Do you remember any instance where you had wanted to get something, but due to some financial issues in your past or in your childhood, you couldn't do that?
so I am from lower middle class background. So my childhood was like normal, like like any lower middle class, like going to school, coming from school, then playing with friends and normal those things. And we had no luxury of knowing any. So I came to know about Pani Puri at IIT Kharagpur. Before that, I had just heard, okay, so Gupchup. So in Odia, we call Pani Puri Gupchup. So I had just heard that people like Gupchup, then fast food and all those stuff. For us, fast food meant only samosa, chole samosa, and all those stuffs. Also, we used to walk for around uh, 2-3 kilometers, and we used to feel it normal. But so all those during that time, I felt like all these things are normal. We are living a normal life, and but when I look back, I find that the challenges we faced, means we were in that mentality. Okay, this is normal. This is what everybody has to do. But now, when I look back, I find that okay, the things we have done, I have done. So I have met many people at IIT and even in my service. So when I tell them that I am from a very small village and I have done this thing. We have gone for fishing and also farming activities. Then they would be like, you have done all those stuff. We can imagine village life, and that would be pretty difficult for you. They would be saying. That time I was like, okay, we had no, basically no ambition, no nothing. So our main thing was only studying and all those stuff. So um, during that time, I didn't feel like we were lacking something. But now when I look back, and that is for most of lower middle class people, so, we to be like that we have struggled a lot, and the situation we are in, it is not easy to get here. The steps or the process I have been through, that was all required to get me here.
Yes,
What is the
struggle, but they were all adding to your learnings on your way to reach where you are today.
it was like a progressive growth. So yeah, so it was incremental. So it might not be visible during that time, but when I look back, so I have traveled this far, and I find it like okay, wow.
Yeah, that's really like inspiring, and each of us have something to learn from where did they come up or the values that they have been taught by their parents and the journey. So I think some or the other place I think we can accumulate in our day-to-day work and in our our daily life as well now. So Sujat, looking forward, I would like to know how you came to know about the Dakshana program and how crucial was it, how crucial Dakshana played a role in admitting or getting you in IIT Kharagpur.
Dakshana was so first batch of Dakshana student got in 2007 or 8. So during that time, I was in 7th or 8th standard. So one of my senior, he also got into Dakshana, and that we came to know that, okay, they are providing free IIT coaching, that too by faculties from reputed coaching centers. Before that, I was like, okay, we'll have to study for the exams and all those stuff. And I had not much that dream. There are ways also. There are other. This is also a way. So I knew about the Dakshina when I properly came to know in 8th or 9th standard. Then I thought that, okay, this is where I want to go. That I was good in, somewhat good in mathematics and science. So I thought that this is where I want to get into. Yeah. Then, so I started preparing for Dakshana, that GDST test from 10th class, starting of 10th class. So I went through the initial chapters of class 11 physics and chemistry, from where most of some of the some of the questions were coming in GDST. I was hoping to get there, and when I got selected in Dakshina, I was elated, and I was going outside my state for the first time. So outside Odisha for the first time. When I went to Dakshina Center in Hyderabad, so I interacted with friends from various part of the country, and and the environment there was pretty camaraderie shaped, and that we helped each other. Then the studious environment was there, so everybody was there to help each other. Then our sir, Pawan sir from physics, then Raman sir, maths, and Viswanathan sir, chemistry sir. So all of them motivated us very much. Also, we had frequent visits from Dakshina. Sharmila ma'am was coming to us every month, I guess. Yeah, every month. And she was there to clear all our doubts, all our anxiety, and all those issues that were arising there. So Dakshina built the platform. It provided all the study materials. The faculty were also good. The environment that JNV, Hyderabad, and overall it built a platform. So I had nothing to think about. So I had one thing in mind. Okay, I'll have to study only. So there was nothing else to think about, and I concentrated in studying. So that helped me a lot.
Yeah, Dakshina has given us the platform and the motivation, as you said, that you only have to study and to achieve where you want to be in prestigious institutes. So moving forward, after IIT, you were well settled in CRISIL. How tough was it for you to manage your work and studying for your UPSC-ISS examination?
So actually, during CRISIL, I appeared in IIT JAM, and I cleared the exam while I was in job. So yeah, it was pretty tough, like those 3-4 months, because I had to go to office at 11 o'clock, and I was coming back around 9 or 10 p.m. Yeah, so some days after that, even after that, so I would come and have my dinner, and I would study up. So from 12 to 1:30 is like in the night. So that 1 or around 1.5 to 2 hours daily. And during weekend also, I had to like study only for 8 to 10 hours. So yeah, I had no time to rest basically during my preparation, and that paid off pretty well.
Yeah, there was a lot of hard work that you had to do in the day and in the night as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's inspiring and motivation to many of us who are working and to get on to do something else after work.
Yes. And also, we can utilize the weekends to a maximum extent.
Yes.
If want to pursue some other job or get into UPSC, then yeah, make use of the weekends. Yeah, very much.
I hear you. If you have to do something, you have to sacrifice some things at point in life.
Yes.
So can you briefly talk about how was your family background, that is 15 years back, before or while you were joining Dakshana?
Okay, so mm, so before joining Dakshana, so we resided in a Pakka house. So we had no concrete this one, and also there was no electricity in my village, and during that time, and yeah, we used to go to the nearby pond to have a bath, and also um, sometimes we also went for fishing, and that and also during Christmas break, we also went for that harvesting of crops.
Yeah.
So and
It's this time of the year.
so yeah, but so side by also studying, I had to do all those stuffs, and also like it was normal. So that we are from a village, and that lower middle class in village means that basically there was not much opportunities. We were in that small world. We didn't know, what goes on around the world. So yeah, there was no television, no mobile. I think there was only one or two table fan. One table fan, sorry, one table fan. Then in my sixth or seventh class, we had electricity connection. Then basically, I can say we started from like
It's a long journey from where you come, you living today. Yeah, right. So, are there any dreams, emotional dreams that are attached to your parents and you have fulfilled them today or in the journey?
my parents and my nanny, so my maternal grandmother. So when I was young, so they would talk that yeah, हमारा बेटा जो है collector बनेगा. So they had this much thing in their mind. Everybody, even now, everybody knows only about collectors, IAS officers. There are other group A services, group A central services, group A all India services are there. So at that time, yeah, they wanted me to be collector, and my aim was so much like research as well as this public, this one dealing with public. So I am group A service officer. So
The dreams now moment.
so the day the result of ISS exam was declared, so everybody in my family, in my neighborhood, in my village also, everybody was elated, and so I was staying at my brother's place at the time of the declaration of result. The next day, I came to my village. Then they had the procession to receive me. That no, means group A service. So everybody, they only know about collector, IS, and so even now they introduce that me as ki collectors are like that. No, because nobody in village know about ISS or economic service or other services apart from IS and FS. They were very elated. They carried me on the shoulder from the far end of the village to our home. So it was a very proud moment for me, and
Indeed, a very proud moment. Listening to you, there's a lot of goosebumps on experiencing everything and your parents witnessing that. And yeah, very happy to hear it as well. So, what is your message to the new students who are joining Dakshana and want to pursue their career in statistics and mathematics?
okay, so this is the edge of data science. We hear about the jargons that data mining, then others are also there. Yeah, big data. big data, data mining, artificial intelligence. All these things seem to be pretty difficult and out of the world. But there is one underlying thing in all these things. So behind every these jargons, artificial intelligence, data mining, or all these things, there is one basic statistical concept associated with each one of them. So be it data mining starts with concepts of inference and multivariate analysis. So all those topics are statistical things. And now if somebody knows statistics and he has a hand in computer science, then basically he or she can do whatever he or she wants. So there are a lot of scope in statistics. You are seeing it everywhere. Everything is data, and data means statistics. That is in corporate field, in health sector, in education sector, in government sector. Everywhere you can think of statistics and data, it's everywhere. There is no department, no company that can run without statistics or its analysis. So there's a lot of scope in statistics. And if we talk about the career opportunities and colleges in statistics, so recently in 2021, I guess IIT Kanpur has introduced one course that is data science and something like that. So then there is one in IIT Kanpur at bachelor's level, and in master's level there are many. So in at IIT Bombay there is statistics. So earlier it was known as applied statistics and informatics, and then there is statistics in IIT Kanpur, and then there are statistic courses in other IITs as well. Apart from that, at graduation level, there is one in C.R. Rao Institute of Institute of Mathematics, Statistics and Computer Science, situated in Hyderabad. And yeah, the premier statistical institute is obviously the Indian Statistical Institute in Kolkata. And they all these institutes enroll to the statistical courses in at both graduation as well as post-graduation level. And for these, they have separate examinations as well. And also, I have prepared a presentation detailing all the colleges and all the various opportunities in statistical field. So I prepared it with my batchmates from ISS during my training. So I'll share it with you. So apart from these colleges, so if we talk about the government opportunities in statistics, there is obviously ISS conducted by UPSC. There is RBI Group B also, that is also well known. So in our service also, there is we are Indian Statistical Service Officers. There are subordinate statistical service officers also. And those are Group B officers. So they work under us. They come through SSCGL. Then we have couple of posts in NABARD. Then there is one in SEBI also. And in corporate, so these are all about government.
You see, there's a lot in scope which you can just not count, and there's
yes. And in private, so there are finance companies, banking, and data based job are everywhere. So yeah,
it's moving as well, right? We also know that you are a rank 2 holder of Odisha NTSE in 2009. What is the message you would like to give the NTSE aspirants to excel in this exam?
I would say focus on studies. That's the only thing. So do not distract yourself with mobile and other stuff. Till 12th, till getting into IIT, So just focus on one thing, study.
Yes.
And that
So that leads me to another question. You have participated in many curricular activities apart from studies. So what is the motivation behind that apart from studies, apart from achieving top ranks in many examinations?
So actually, when I went into IIT Kharagpur, so there I found that till now I have only studied, and yeah, obviously excelled in that. But I thought that when I looked back, everything I remembered was only studying. So, like my childhood was also normal, nothing special, like. I had no photographs till 10. I mean, so there were only few photographs. I did not have the memories to collect. So then I remembered that, okay, so only studying is not sufficient. Apart from that, I can do other stuff. So uh, I was an athlete. So and I was just a swimmer. So I pursued those things, and when I distributed my time with studies and managed with co-curricular activities, I found out that I was more relaxed, and managed my study more effectively. So earlier it was like I was studying for 8 to 10 hours and only studying. Now I would study for 6 to 7 hours with that much content, and I was able to utilize the remaining time with mingling with friends or pursuing the co-curricular activities which I liked. Then even now also I travel a lot. Means I travel and I read fiction books, both Hindi as well as English. After office hour also I do all those stuffs. I enjoy these things, and these things also, na, they make me relax and motivate me to focus on the task at the time. So during my office hour, I would focus only on doing my office things. Then after office hours, so I'm talking about now, and even during my IIT days also, during the allotted time, I would listen to the lectures carefully. Then I would be present at the moment. Even now, I would do that. I am present and at the moment. I would be very much engrossed in this thing. Means the that now the interview is going on. So I would not think about anything else. Then after that, I would think about, okay. So I like reading. I like analyzing financial data, and I like traveling. Then I would plan. So I would do all those stuffs. I like fixing. Means I like fixing these time slots in the 24-hour duration, and I like it very much. And yeah,
You also learned how to strategize your time management.
yes, also the time management and money management also.
Very nice to hear, Sujit. Thank you so much for your time today with us. And it was very inspiring to hear you out throughout this conversation. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you very much.